Are we good to go, bud?
Yep.
All right.
I'm good.
As typical, I'm gonna run through the sponsors real fast. Rapid Graphics out of Rock Rapids, Mount Tabor Cabinetry out of Central Pennsylvania, Morning Sun Marketplace out of Central Pennsylvania. We should maybe mix them two up so I don't say Central Pennsylvania twice in a row, but then I gotta rewrite the list. My Race Pass, gotta have that if you're into racing. S2F, start to finish, another streaming service, Power Eye, Port City, different tracks, other whatever. Houston Speedway, Turn 2 Lodge with Rex standing over here. Now he showed up at the garage to check the place out. Down in Knoxville, like literally what it says, Turn 2 Lodge. It's right outside Turn 2. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, all your wheels, hubs needs. Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Heartland Hardware and Appliance in Brandon, South Dakota, George and Hayward in Iowa, Hero Haven, and then we always like to throw bench racing in with Shane and Snow.
All right, I'm gonna let you do the intro.
You're gonna let me do the intro? Oh man,
Yep,
I
here we
just
go.
got done talking. All right. Anyways, we're back at Hoagie's Garage, and we've got Rees Moran on with us tonight. How you doing tonight, Rees?
I'm good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me.
Hey, we're having a blast.
So first of all, we gotta talk about your name. How come there's no E on the end?
You know, I've asked my dad that same question, and what I gather is it's a family name, and he wanted to stick to tradition. Because, So his middle name is Reese, and then like my cousin's middle name is Reese. So I just got it as a first name. But
Oh.
I want to say every guy on his side of the family has that name, Reese.
Oh, I just figured it was a typo or something in the hospital when you were born and just never changed it. But and then
No, it's on
No,
purpose.
no, wait one second. I just gotta mention that my son, we named him Riley John Hugavine. My father-in-law is John, John, but we decided to just do Jon because
Yeah.
Hugavine is like a really long Dutch name. And we're like, so it's not after John. We're like, yeah, it is. We just did the short version, and the whole time we're like, okay, we screwed up. We should have just done
Yeah.
John, but it
nice-
makes sense.
Nice job, bud.
Yeah.
Failed
so-
in parenting, but at least it was
Toad's
your last kid.
Toad's got a really important question before we
We
even
were
get
going to
to.
get started on how you got into racing, but we lied to you a little bit about that. We need to know, have sales gone up on Rainbow Nut Butter or whatever?
you don't even know, man. I think that night at TMS when Kyle Busch got his hands on it was
Yep.
like the most they've ever sold in a day, and it was over like a 4-hour span.
Isn't it crazy what one guy can do? I mean,
Yeah.
They-
have one decent interview after one decent heat race, and sales are booming.
All of a sudden you're famous.
they
Something
be,
like that.
they better be a sponsor for life after this.
Yeah. So that's actually my aunt and my cousin who own that.
Really?
Yep.
See, I don't know if they got into that part, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Rainbow Nut Butter.
Rainbow Nut Butter. We're going to promote it too. And if they want to sponsor us, that's fine too.
Yeah,
So.
we're all into sponsors.
Yeah. Have y'all tried it by chance?
No, I haven't found it yet.
We got to order.
We'll send you some. We'll send you some.
What's your favorite one?
Well, it's
Checker
my
flag
favorite,
one.
Obviously, I got my own.
He's got his own brand.
Oh.
Or his own
Yeah,
flavor.
the checkered flag mix.
Yeah. See, checker flakes. I remembered, bud. See, there's them pills taking effect. I remembered a little bit.
But what's in that?
So it's just peanut butter, caramel. It's got some Chex Mix, some protein balls, some M&Ms. You know, just nothing healthy, but it's good.
But that's all right because we're sitting here eating monster bars that my mom made and drinking Pepsi and Diet Coke. So we ain't into healthy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But so sounds to me like that. You just eat it out of the jar. Then that don't sound like something you're gonna put on a piece of toast in the morning.
No, you just eat it out of the jar.
That's what I'm thinking. A
Absolutely.
spoonful at a time,
Absolutely.
or 2 fingers. That works too, as long as the wife ain't watching.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, we better start the podcast now.
We were actually started the podcast,
Well, I
but
know,
we had
but-
to take care of.
How we told him we were going to do the podcast. We should do that now.
Yeah, absolutely. So give us a quick rundown about yourself. How old are you? Girlfriend, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you already said it, but my name is Rees Moran. I'm 18 years old. From Tulsa, Oklahoma. We still live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We race 410 sprint cars around regional. Don't have a girlfriend though. We're single, but been racing since I was 5. Just recently, in the last 8 months or so, got into the 410. But
I'm just gonna warn you now. Between the rainbow nut butter exposure, being on bench racing with Snow and Shane, and now on Hoagie's Garage, you better be careful. Your single life could be over. I'm just saying,
man.
you're gonna be pretty popular now.
Making it big time.
At least like with the first two that I mentioned.
Yeah. So, how long have you known Snow?
So he actually was the one who got us into sprint car racing. My first race in the 305, he was helping us, and then that whole first year.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So 4 or 5 years now. I may have known him longer, but like known him very well since the first 305 race.
All right. So, how did you get started? Is racing in the family? Did you just kind of start out of the blue?
No, it was in the family. My dad always raced something. He actually road raced motorcycles and road raced the Lotus Beach for a while. And then eventually he got into micro.
That's like the lineup of the 100th running
I've
of
always
the
been
Indy
out there
500.
helping, jacking up his car when I was 3 years old.
Right?
And always at the Tulsa Shootout, the Chili Bowl. And then when I turned 5, he sold all his race cars and got me a junior sprint.
Well, that was nice of him.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, where did you race the junior sprint and stuff? All right there in Tulsa?
Yeah, Port City Raceway.
Yep. So then you know Shane well too.
Yep, we know Shane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, there's worse people to know than Shane and Snow.
Yeah.
What's
Pretty good fellas.
What's the progression up from junior sprints then?
I think when I turned 9 is when I jumped in a restrictor car, and then I want to say at 12 is when we finally made the jump to A-class and outlaw.
It just amazes me every time these guys say that they do the stuff at 5 and 6. And I look back at our childhood, which, we weren't into racing that hard, but I mean, I think I got my first go-kart, I was 22.
Yeah, we're
Racing out
riding
of full
bikes,
business, or
not
20.
not something really, really dangerous.
No, well, we did a motorcycle after we got a little older.
Yeah.
We tried to race that a lot. But anyways, it just amazes me. But which is great, because now we got all these guys to watch now, and all these kids that are coming up, so.
Yeah. So how many tracks are down there that you get a race?
In the sprint car?
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, we have quite a few tracks. We got, my favorite track actually, which just closed down, is Red Dirt Raceway. But they're here. We got Creek County Speedway, Tulsa Speedway, Salina. We got Salina High Banks. We got, and there's a few more, but I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, we put people on the spot, and they're nervous being on this show. We get it.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, what plans you got then for the summer? I mean, your next 2 weeks. What do you got looking forward to here?
I'm not sure on the weekend after this, but this Saturday and Sunday we'll be racing Knoxville and Houston.
Oh, well, then we get to say hi.
Oh,
You gonna be there?
when are you gonna do it?
This weekend.
This
I'll
weekend?
be there yet this
Oh,
weekend.
this weekend.
I
Yeah,
get to run
you're
into the
lucky.
back of you, maybe. Yeah, we get to bang into you with the propane pusher.
Toe
Where's that
pushes.
gonna be at?
Toe pushes at
Over in
Houston.
Houston. Okay. Yeah, we'll see you there then.
Yeah,
I've
we're
never been.
20 minutes from Houston. So
Oh, heck yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah,
See,
absolutely.
now you got to come out and you win. See, then we get to put you on the push truck and do our last call that we do after the races for Houston.
Yeah.
So, see, no pressure.
Oh, man.
Oh,
No, just find the old Chevy flatbed that's got a Hoagie's Garage flag waving on the back of it, and then you know it's us.
so what is this? I assume just a family car that you're racing right now, or do you race for somebody?
Yeah, I primarily race our family-owned car. It's my dad that owns it. He owns X9 chassis. We build our own frames. But we ran the one car that Flea Ruzick and Sean Wood owned, that Sammy Swindell drove.
Oh, yeah.
We drove it a couple times this year.
You bet. You bet. How's that gone for you?
It's different. For me, it's a coil-over car in every corner. I've never driven nothing like it. But it's cool to get to work with guys like that. They know, they've forgotten more than I'll ever know in my life. So it's awesome to learn from them.
Oh yeah. What if a guy could by chance ever learn and remember everything them boys know would be something.
What is that car like though to drive? I mean, it has to feel completely different, doesn't it?
It's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. It's responsive.
Yeah.
So
it almost drives like a midget, if that makes sense.
okay.
Like it feels like it's kind of more on the edge. And I think if I ever got to take it to a slick track, it would be that fast. But both nights I've ran it, it's been pretty rutted up and on a cushion. And I don't know if that's the best racetrack for a four-wheel car.
On the edge of out of control, you're saying.
Yeah, just
Okay.
just a little clippy.
Well, I want to jump back just a little bit and give you a chance to talk about it, but you said your dad makes your own chassis, or builds chassis, the X9 or whatever you said?
Yeah, we run our own frames.
Okay, so you're selling them commercially then too, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we've sold a few of them, but we only have one jig, so we've been trying to put most of the cars towards us.
Okay.
But yeah, they are for sale, for sure.
You bet.
So if somebody wants to try an X9 chassis, how do they get a hold of that?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, or you can message me on Facebook. You can message Dad, James Moran on Facebook. There's a few different ways. Anywhere on social media, my race page, even.
Okay.
However you want to do it.
Or they can contact you at Huset's in Knoxville this weekend.
Yeah.
What number do you run? Have you always run the same number, or have you changed as you've gone through?
No, I've always been the 22 car, 22M. But
And why 22?
so I never really played sports or anything when I was a kid, and it's just kind of whenever I got into racing, I was just thought it sounded good. It rolls off the tongue good. It looks good on the side. But there's no real sentimental reason behind it. I think Dad was always either number 1 or number 41. So
Okay.
kind of on my own in that one.
You just like 22.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good.
Works for me. I like 13, so hey.
What?
Nobody likes 13 hardly.
That's unlucky. What's your favorite memory, or whether it be a win or even moving out of the B and moving up so far in the A or something like that?
Or the celebration after a night. We don't care.
yeah. The favorite memory is definitely that first win. That one's always hard to beat. I remember me and Dad both got a little teary-eyed after it. So I want to say I was like 9 years old in a restrictor car at Port City. But it's pretty emotional. It's a lot of work. That goes into race cars. A lot of people don't understand it, but to finally get one out of the way, it's a payoff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that was like, not God, but there's the end of the pill. Who won the 305s at Rocky last week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind. Now, I had a story with that, but now I can't think of the name, so I can't dare say the story. But anyways, we'll just go with it because I can't say the name. Bud's trying to think.
Derek?
That could be. But the highs and lows. He won like his first race at Rocky on Friday night, then went to Huset's on Sunday night and crashed going into turn 1 on his heat race.
Yeah.
So that's racing in a nutshell. You can be
Absolutely.
at the ultimate high. He said his mom was super stoked when he won the race over there and this and that. And then it all goes to shit on you the next night. That's
Yeah, that's how it goes.
that's 8 guys on a dirt track with open wheels. It just don't always work that way. But
So, what is your plans with racing? Do you plan to ever try and make it on more of a circuit type deal? You just want to keep running local? Do you hope somebody picks you up someday? What's the ultimate goal?
Well, the ultimate goal is definitely to get picked up by someone who knows a lot more than me and Dad do. But I would like to stay on dirt, but if someone called me and asked to come run an asphalt car, I'm not going to say no.
no, I wouldn't either. But
So you're not too fussy.
No. Racing's racing, man. Gotta love it.
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
watch it all. Anything we can come across, we'll watch it. We do prefer dirt and sprint cars, but I mean, we got to know Jade Abadizian quite well, so she runs on them late models on asphalt now. We've watched them races every so often when we find them, and it's just racing. It's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You bet.
I just finally remembered to see if we were actually working.
Yeah,
on
I
Facebook,
thought.
but
I know Snow's doing his own show. Otherwise, Snow would probably be on here.
he'd
giving
be
you some
commenting
crap
by now
also.
saying something.
But
But we might be better off with him not telling us what to ask you. He might have them questions he didn't dare ask on his show, but he'll ask on ours. You know how that is.
He might throw me under the bus.
Well, you never know. So
Yeah.
anyway, so we don't keep you too long.
Who are your main sponsors
There
other
you
than what was it again?
X9 chassis.
So big ones, Tulsa Sod and Mulch, and Rainbow Nut Butter, of course. And then we got Bob Hurley RV, Outlaw Wings helps us out a bunch. Kaiser Wheels, Eaton Industrial Coating, X9 Chassis. I know you said it, but I gotta say it again. You know, that's the main one on the side of the car. But I think that's it. I think that covers it.
You bet.
It's a family-owned team.
And is it just you and your dad, or is there other guys that help you in the pits also?
So at the racetrack, when we're close to home, we have another buddy of ours. His name's Richard. He comes and helps us. But like this weekend, it'll just be me and Dad at Knoxville uses.
Okay.
That's awesome.
How about apparel? Do you have apparel, or is it a website, or just at the trailer, or what do we got?
Yeah, we got hats and shirts. I think here in about a week or two, they should be going up online.
Okay.
But as of right now, they're just in the trailer.
Will that just be Rees Moran Racing then?
I would think it's. I think I have a website. It's just not all the way set up yet.
Okay.
Just reesmoran.com, I would say.
Okay.
Good.
Well, if you figure that all out, you can let us know. We'll throw it out there next week or something too.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do what we can. We got to keep people happy so they keep coming on our show.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit you up with some of these rapid fire questions, and we'll let you go.
Okay.
So, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Favorite ice cream, chocolate.
Cat or a dog person?
I'm a dog person.
Do you have any?
Yeah, we got 4 dogs actually. We got 2 little French bulldogs, got a Great Dane, and a boxer.
Good Lord, that's a variety pack.
Yep, got small, medium, and large.
Are they all house dogs?
Yeah, for the most part.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Do you take them to the races?
Yeah, our Great Dane, and actually 3 of them go to the races most nights.
Really? Will they be at Huset's?
Yeah, they'll be at Houston's.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna have to go to the trailer after the races if they're still there when we get done with our after show done.
Yeah. Don't leave early.
Yeah, you'll have to come see them.
You ain't got that long of a drive to get home. You don't have to
Yeah,
leave
no
early.
kidding. Do you have any hobbies other than racing?
Most of them are motorsports related, so it's hard to say other than racing. But I like riding dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, and I like computer stuff. I'm kind of nerdy. We 3D print a lot of race parts, set up blocks and whatnot for our sprint car.
Oh, he's nerdy, bud. Maybe we should get him to come to the garage and he could teach us how to do this Facebook Live thing with other people.
What? I was gonna go.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no. What's your worst crash in a 4-wheeler or a dirt bike? Or haven't you?
Dirt bike. I haven't had any crashes too bad. I think I've had a couple concussions, but nothing major.
That's always our go-to question. If somebody said they raced motocross before they got into sprint cars or go-karts, we always got to ask them how many bones they broke. Because inevitably they've broken something racing those things.
Yeah. No, I never raced them. It's just more of a hobby. I don't
Okay.
race
Kind of
them
like we
for
used to do.
stuff.
Race around the ball diamond and stuff.
Yeah.
How about a favorite movie?
Favorite man, Talladega Nights.
There you go. Absolutely. Do you prefer snow or rain?
Oh, rain. I'm gonna have to say rain.
You guys got more snow than what we did this year.
Yeah, it's nuts. We don't get a whole lot of snow.
Yeah, but then this year you guys get quite a bit down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a bunch of rain too this last month. I know most of the country did, but
that's too
Never
bad.
mind.
We're
We'll
not.
try.
We're like in a drought.
We're hoping.
so
We're praying it rains tonight. It's supposed to rain tonight, so we're hoping.
yeah, just don't need to be rained out, man. We've been rained out all year.
Oh yeah. If you were going to be stranded on an island, what album or what type of music would you have to take along to listen to?
Oh man, probably some Bob Marley if we're on an island.
There you go. There you go. A little reggae.
Yeah.
do you have a
I'd go.
Do you have a favorite place to go out to eat?
Buffalo Wild Wings. They're about the only place open after the race.
Yep.
Someday I'm gonna have to go to one of them, bud, because a lot of people seem to like it.
Yeah.
You've never been?
No.
every time I go and I get the wings, they're cold by the time I get them. So I'm not a huge fan of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, so much for getting them as a sponsor.
It ain't the best food, but it's open, so
Yep.
it's always a good time.
Let's see, how are we? How about a favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? Man, let's be basic and say Christmas, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's always a good one.
Do you remember a certain Christmas gift that was the best, or does nothing come to mind right away?
Man, I got my first dirt bike for Christmas.
There you go.
That works.
Absolutely.
That'd be a good one.
I'm gonna ask him because he's only 18. What app on your phone do you use the most?
YouTube, definitely YouTube.
Okay. Guy can get lost in there once in a while.
Yep.
How many speeding tickets do you got in your short life?
I've got none.
Ooh, knock on wood, man.
It's not that I don't speed. I'm just.
Well,
busy.
that's the next question.
The next question is, what's the fastest you've ever gone or been in the car with somebody else going, and your mom and dad aren't listening?
Going down the highway.
Oh, they're listening for sure. Well, I'm at an 80 doing 95 right now. If that tells you anything.
Okay, but answer the question.
Yeah.
Probably 100.
Oh,
Oh, actually, if we count going with Dad, we've been way faster than that.
yeah.
Well,
so-
throw Dad under the bus. We're all about that.
Yeah. Dad always had some Corvettes and stuff, so he's like me. He likes to go fast.
Ain't quite gonna throw Dad under the bus with Mom. Just he goes faster than Reese has. We
Yeah.
got it. We're good.
It's okay. I'm going under the bus with him.
What's your favorite drink or go-to beverage? What do you drink the most of?
I'm a Coke guy. Good old Coca-Cola.
That
Yeah.
works. Coke is. I prefer fountain Coke. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Pepsi drinker, but I prefer fountain Coke.
That's weird,
Like
though.
out of a can or a bottle.
I drink can all the time.
Yeah, I'm a can guy too.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but it's different in a bottle for me.
I agree.
Yeah, it doesn't taste the same.
No, I can drink it as long as it ain't diet. I'll drink it, but I have my preferences.
If you won the lottery, or you have as much money in the world as you can even dream of, is there a car, pickup, boat, anything that you've ever dreamed of owning?
Oh, dude, there's plenty that I've dreamed of owning. Dreamed of owning. I'm a big fan of supercars, so there's a few I can name off. I'd like to have some big old offshore center console fishing boats, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably have to say I'd want a Ferrari if we were unlimited budget.
Yeah,
There you
well,
go.
That's what that question's all about. I'd be more into the boat than the supercars. I ain't into them things where I got to crawl down into them because I can't get back out.
We would just roll out, though.
Yeah, fall out when the door opens, roll out on the ground, and hope somebody comes and helps us up.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Reese, this was a lot of fun for us. It gave us a chance to know you a little bit better, and we really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
And
You bet.
super excited you're coming up to our neck of the woods, and we get to say hi right away after the show. So
Absolutely.
hopefully
Yeah.
Mother Nature plays
I
nice.
didn't realize we were going to be up there by y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there every Sunday.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Hopefully we do. We've never been there, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a nice facility.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it. Looks really nice.
You bet.
So, all right, well, we'll see you then.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you guys.
Yep,
You
bye bye.
bet. Bye.
Well, he's gonna get an education going to Knoxville and Houston.